Hey guys, it's Erica. We're going to be checking out EXO's Crown. I am so excited to be checking this out. EXO is one of my favorite boy groups, and they are back with Crown. I'm just so excited to get like an EXO comeback. So, but we do know the struggles of being an EXO. Well, girl, do we ever? Okay, I feel like every sort of generation of fans, you get your own little sort of thing you gotta go through. But those of us that have been here forever, familiar feeling. But anyways, EXO's Crown, you know, with it, let go. Oh, just kidding. Technical difficulties. Let's go. What to say, is it Chanyeol? Like a more hip-hop track? Those are some excellent vocals right there. Crazy night for them to have like a hip hop title track, honestly. Okay, Chanyeol said who's getting lines. My sweet baby Lay. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I think choreography eating down, I will be honest. Sorry. Little dance break, girl, where is it? Oh. Okay. Heavy in the VFX territory, aren't we? It is so kind of weird for me to see like or hear a much more hip-hop driven title track from EXO. Not that they haven't done like hip-hop tracks before, but it's just so reminiscent of like their rookie days. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking EXO-K, EXO-M territory, which we haven't got in a long time. So yeah, it definitely sort of throws it back to that era. If you have not either run back to like appreciate that era or just like run back to, or what a part of like that very kind of, when they were doing a little bit more kind of hip hop predominant within like their B-sides even. I don't know how you're gonna vibe with the track, you know, it's very, very different than anything they've released recently or something that's super EXO coded. It's EXO-K, EXO-M coded is what it is. So it's kind of cool to see them kind of run it back to that. But it's actually a smart decision, I think, by SM. entertainment because it really pushes Chanyeol and Sehun to the forefront within the song more than they've like ever been, even for the more hip-hop driven tracks that they do have. So that's definitely like a standout there. And I will say though, it's because it's not that like, it's because it's a very EXO line distributed song. You know what I mean? Like, Lay has great vocals, you know what I mean? Suho has amazing vocals as well, but I don't know if they pulled them up to the forefront like I feel like they should have, or what I was sort of expecting. I was expecting them, and Kai also, beautiful vocals. So like, they really put like the heaviness onto like Dio, obviously, because he's like the vocalist, but there is definitely, it just feels like he's like main vocal, you know what I mean? Versus like everybody else, I'm like, everybody else can carry it. You can even listen to like Suho's parts in like Obsession, like very kind of heavy vocal territory there, you know? So I kind of do wish that they would have pushed those members up a little bit more to showcase their strengths vocally, you know, because I'm like, they can really do it, but it just also feels like it's like line distributed from like back in the day as well, almost in the way, because I'm like, they don't really use Suho, Kai, or Lay in the ways that I think they could have to make it a stronger, like just like different parts of the song, because it is like so old school EXO coded, and like even down to like the line distro. So I will say that I do like getting Chanyeol and Sehun to have a little bit like a more forefront presence within the track. I think that's really cool, but there is definitely without having Stevie X in the song, there is like an absence there of their vocals that carry like such like a hit. Like when that second verse hit, I was like so ready for Xiumin to come in and get like hop on that second verse like he does in so many EXO tracks, you know? But he wasn't there, unfortunately. But it just, I think, shows like the heavier vocal kind of weight that they do have within like an EXO track. Because you can even listen to like Obsession and that whole era of them when it was also 6 of them. And 6? It was 6 because it was Suho, Chen, Chanyeol, Sehun, Baekhyun, and who am I missing? Am I missing anybody? Oh my god, I feel like I am. Hang on. Baekhyun, Sehun, Chanyeol, Chen, Baekhyun, Kai, Chanyeol, Sehun, Suho. Yeah. That also had 6 members, I believe. I believe that was it, right? Like, I'm not tripping. But like that whole album and that title track was very different vocally, you know? But like, and throughout the album, just because he's my bias, I was just like, oh, I know exactly where D-Ho's lines would be in those songs if they like re-recorded them and stuff. Like I knew exactly what parts he would be on, and I personally felt a little void, but again, that's because Dio's my bias. But I still love those tracks, and I think those tracks still work as like EXO songs, you know? Even without them, even without having like all the members, because they like those like they can carry, like Baekhyun and Chen did crazy work with the vocals, and also Suho too on the album as well. So I think for the track and stuff, it definitely could have, but again, it's like so EXO coded, but it's still like EXO rookie era coded. I'm talking, what were the name of the albums? Like a little Mama vibe, like a little 2 Moons. Oh my god, banger of a track, if you know, you know. But like it really kind of feels like that type of vibe, and so like I definitely understand why like the line distribution is like the way it is, because it is so rooted in like very early EXO stuff, like the Mama album. Oh, I forgot about Machine Girl. Ooh, banger, ooh. But yeah, no, it definitely really has like that type of vibe to it, which I don't know if like, I feel like you'll be okay with it if you have been like an EXO for a long time, and if you've run it back and you do like those older concepts from EXO, then it definitely really will tickle your fancy. But like for me, I think it is missing that void, but I do like an EXO hip-hop track. There's few and far between, you know, but I still like it. I still think it's a good song, and I do like hearing them step a little bit more up to the forefront. But those are just like my initial impressions for sure. Like I thought like, well, because it was also my thoughts and stuff. I'm like, oh, because you don't have some of your main vocalists here, the other ones are gonna like step up and fill it. They kind of gave them their old kind of roles in there, so it kind of, I don't know if it necessarily worked in the way they wanted it to work. Like even Lay, like, well, at least within like the Paradise, not the Paradise album, that was just my favorite song off the album, but like the Don't Fight the Feeling comeback that they had when Lay was also included in there. He had his line distribution was small, like in the way it was for like how he was back in the day with a lot of EXO stuff. Like he didn't have the most lines. They hated my man. But it is nice to hear him here, and I've checked out a lot of his solo stuff, so I know how he sounds, you know, especially in like a R&B space, in a hip hop space as well. So I'm just like, I don't know if they use their strengths to or like what they could have done to sort of make up the vibe, and then instead of it being like a newer EXO vibe, it runs it back to like an older EXO vibe. So I don't know, I see what they're doing for sure. I do like it, I do appreciate it, but I'm much more understanding of how we got here and SM sort of decision making, which that is literally how we got here. But yeah, the music video, I mean, it looks cool, it looks dope. It's definitely not like a visual concept we've seen from them ever. It is definitely VFX CGI heavy, like heavy. Some of the stuff is really, really dope, like super cool. But it's also kind of like that, like it almost feels like it's a Marvel movie, like a big like movie end of like a Marvel movie CGI VFX sort of just like blast. You know what I mean? It's not bad by any means, and there's really cool stuff happening there, but that's sort of just like what it feels like versus, I mean, you can look at Cream Soda that had like no visual effects to it. So like, yeah, it's very interesting to see this direction that they've sort of gone. For SM, like, I just don't know if it was like proper, like, I don't know if they, like, there could have been a way they could have done it that would kind of, again, be like a little EXO new school sort of vibe, and like, I don't know, but they just ran it back so far. I don't know if it went a little bit too far, because we never really got like that very like EXO-K-EXO-M vibe in like so long that like I don't even, like the fans, I don't even know, like it just feels, it doesn't feel like outdated, but it just feels so old school in that way. But yeah, and I don't know, like I think it's still like objectively really good and has a lot of, like, they do very interesting stuff, again, that I like seeing Sehun and Chanyeol a little bit more in the forefront for this, like, for a title track even too as well is crazy. But like, because maybe they'd get a little bit of a forefront on like a B-side, but like title track, okay! I do like seeing that. I do like hearing Lay within an EXO track. I do like the choreography. Music video is cool, even though it is a little VFX, so VFX heavy, and I'm not like so against it. Because it's a way to create really cool worlds and environments, but it just felt, again, like almost like a Marvel movie, and in like the way of like a just ending Marvel movie CGI, bleh, you know. So, but I think I wish they would have approached it differently is all I'll say, but I do like what they gave us, and I do think, I mean, I think they thought that what they were doing was for the, but I don't know, because I'm just like, sometimes, I'm just like, there's just like stuff that they've done with EXO that I'm like, it feels like a step in the right direction, but then they just like, SM Entertainment was SM Entertainment, we'll just say that, and I thought we were on a good track, so, I will be doing a first listen for it, just because I always do, and like, I think EXO has like the best discography within K-pop, this one included, you know what I mean? You know, this one, like, I mean, people don't like Wolf. I like it ironically, I think. And then, like, I, like, for some reason, I never paid attention to the lyrics. And then I did. I was like, oh, that's why they hate it. Oh, my God. But, like, yeah, no. I mean, not everything's going to be a #1 banger, you know? But I still think their discography holds up very well. And, yeah, it's very interesting. I do like what they did here, but I just thought I thought it'd be smarter to do a much different approach, but it is what it is. I still like it nonetheless. I do think it's really great. It's a great track. And I'm excited to listen to like the B-side, seeing what they're doing, and hopefully I get more of what I wanted, or what I thought they were gonna do, because they've done it before within the B-sides there. I can't really judge it till the end, but yeah, I think it's also cool to run it back, because they've never quite ran it back to like their early era of music. They left her in the past, let me tell you. But so I think it's really actually cool to sort of have them run it back. Getting a dance break from EXO is literally crazy. Have they ever given us a dance break in a song? I can't think of one. Maybe I'm tripping. Does the mama no turn back, does that count? I don't know. No, they really haven't. I'm trying to think of title tracks. I don't think so. I don't think there's like a dance break in an EXO track. That's crazy. Ew. But yeah, and I mean, it's a full-length song that's really, really cool. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are like, again, there's things to love about it, but there's also, I think it's also just like my head, I had certain expectations for what they were gonna do. But yeah, and everybody sounded amazing, really, really good. Sorry I was screaming so much, it's just when they're on screen, or when I hear their voices, I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, I think they did a really good job, and I think Sehun and Chanyeol definitely, like, for sure, like, stepped it up in like a really cool way. That was necessary for literally this kind of song. So, and I think it's very interesting, very cool. I mean, yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be like a hip hop driven track. I did not, but shoot. Go to put your thoughts and comments down below. Tell them about EXO's Crown. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked me and you want to see more of my videos, go to hit the subscribe button. Want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. Want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, or description down below or at the end screen. If you like gaming content, I have a gaming channel. It's called Erica. Currently playing Batman Arkham Origins, so hope you can join me over there for that. Thank you so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.